This is a kid story I wrote in college and decided to turn it into a book. I made this little short to go along with it. If you like a copy, just click on the link below.
My name is Anna, and you won't believe this story that happened just last Christmas Eve. I got out of bed and ran down to the tree to see all the presents there waiting for me. The ones for my parents were there safe and sound, but none from dear Santa were there to be found. I looked up and down, left and right, far and near, and that's when I knew he forgot me that year. But not only me, there were others galore, as Santa had overlooked quite a few more. So letters from children all over were mailed, all livid about how the poor guy had failed.
"How dare you?"
they said.
"Where's my shiny robot? Was my house the only one that you forgot? Just where are my dollies with long flowing hair? It's obvious, Santa, you simply don't care."
Is this what I get after being so good? I'd kick you real hard in the knee if I could.
Dear Santa felt awful. He messed up that year. And that wasn't all the bad news he would hear. The reindeer approached him and started to yell.
"Those gifts are so heavy they make our legs swell."
"The sleigh weighs a ton, and with you even more. It's breaking our backs and it's making us sore."
Bear with me,
said Santa, still smiling away.
There's nobody else who can carry the sleigh. It's only one night and that's all that I need. And then you'll feel great having done a good deed.
He next saw his chef, who was screaming in vain.
There ain't enough sugar for each candy cane. I cook in the morning, I cook in the night. I cook and I cook, but the candy ain't right. Relax,
Santa laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
You'll still make enough to fill every kid's belly. So don't get so angry and don't fret with fear. We'll make all this work like we do every year.
Just then, all the workers burst in through the door.
"We all want a raise,"
they said, stomping the floor.
"The work is obnoxious.
This job is a bore."
We're sick of complying with your every chore."
The workers got angry and started to roar. Then Santa found out he could take it no more. His face turning red as the suit that he wore. He gritted his teeth till his face became sore. The anger consumed him to his very core. His jolly red heart turned bitter and tore. He stood on his desk, turned around in a fit, took one big breath in, and then shouted,
"I quit!"
He threw down his list and then stomped out the door. He walked out until they could see him no more. The workers were stunned as they all scratched their heads. Did they really hear what they thought he had said? Dear Santa was gone, with his temper still burning, deciding that he's never, ever returning. So Santa abandoned the children of Earth to find a new job that will value his worth. He traveled with speed to the city of wealth in hopes that he'll find a new job for himself. But quickly he found that his skills weren't first rate. His talents were fancy, but not all that great. He tried waiting tables, he tried cleaning homes, he tried driving trucks, and he tried selling combs. He tried taking garbage, he tried cutting hair, he tried fixing phones, even worked at the fair. He did all he could like he thought that he should, but none of these jobs seemed to do him much good. He lowered his head, feeling oodles of shame, when all of a sudden a miracle came. He answered an ad for a job selling toys, a business that sold them to rich girls and boys. He'd wear fancy suits and he'd have to talk tough, but dealing with toys, Santa knew all this stuff. For as Santa said, slowly stepping in line,
I think that I'll like my new job here just fine.
And that's where I entered the story again. I journeyed out far, where I never have been. I boarded a train to the North Pole and quick, in hopes of locating old jolly St. Nick. I got off the train and I walked through the snow, for there's something urgent he needed to know. But when I approached his gigantic workshop, I found all the workers had come to a stop. "Excuse me, where's Santa?" I asked them unsteady. "I'm looking for him. Has he left here already?" The elf said,
Oh yeah, kid, he left us all right. He quit and ran off in the cold winter's night. Just right out of nowhere, he flipped on a dime, so there won't be toys around next Christmas time.
I asked, "Do you know where he went in the cold? I have something important he needs to be told."
The city,
The elf said.
as far as we know.
I got on the train and rode back through the snow. I got to the city and searched up and down. I roamed all the sidewalks and side streets of town. I looked through the alleys and buildings and such, but sorry to say, I sure didn't find much. When what to my wondering eyes did I see? A tall corporate building initialed SC. I walked through the doors and I journeyed inside. It was dark and foreboding and empty and wide. I looked through the bleakness and searched all around, and suddenly heard a unique, bitter sound. It sounded familiar, like a ho ho ho, except it was harsher and screamed,
No, no, no! Those sales are appalling! Those prices too low! We have to charge more for the kid on the go! Now schedule a meeting for all of my staff! I'm gutting and cutting the workforce in half!
It sure looked like Santa, but just couldn't be, for nothing about him was kind or friendly. Dressed all in black with a phone to his ear, this can't be the Santa who spreads Christmas cheer. I went up to greet him and asked timidly, "Are you Santa Claus?" Then he roared angrily.
No, no, no more children!
He screamed with such hate.
I'm through seeing children, so let's get this straight! I don't hand out candy, I don't hand out toys! I'm through hearing rants from you mean girls and boys! I don't have your presents, you say I forgot! I don't have your ray gun or shiny robot! I don't have your dollies with long flowing hair! To be quite straightforward, I simply don't care! I'm running a business and running it well! I'm making good money, I'm sure you can tell! So stop your complaining and for heaven's sakes, just leave me alone! I've got millions to make!
I stood there just smiling and shaking my head. "I didn't come here for complaining," I said. "I came here to thank you for all that you've done. Your presents brought me so much laughter and fun. I'm giving you something with all my heart. And that's all I wanted to do from the start. You sometimes forget things when push comes to shove, but I still remember your kindness and love. So thank you for doing so much every year, for bringing us joy and such warm Christmas cheer." And Santa stood still with the gift in his hand. He felt something new he did not understand. He never received any presents before. The warmth in his soul was beginning to soar. He silently cradled his small Christmas gift. He felt like his spirits were starting to lift. He let out a smile as big as his face and said,
Why on earth am I still in this place? Come on, little Anna, come hurry this way. There still might be time to just make Christmas Day.
We flew to his workshop as quick as a flash and finished the toys in a last-minute dash. He made all the gifts and prepared all the candy. He fixed up the sleigh and made everything dandy. He loaded the toys and then got underway. The elves were ecstatic, all cheering,
Hooray!
And just before all of his reindeer took flight, he asked me to ride with him on that dear night. And as for my present, all proper and prim, it sits by his tree, still unopened by him. When asked why this was, he replied tenderly,
It was from the heart, and that's enough for me.